Oh, I'm glad I saw you. How was it?
Well, he seemed a little bit away with the fairies.
Oh, well, that's saying something coming from you.
What do you mean?
Well, he seemed quite distracted.
By what?
He was trying to recall a conversation between Max and Lauren, you know, flicking through the little Rolodex in his head.
A roller what?
Before your time, did he say anything else?
No, not really.
At least he was still trying to figure stuff out. Means he hasn't given up.
Well, there is that.
I just wish there was something I could do to help.
Yes, well, don't we all?
So it looks like the letter informing you of Nathan Curtis's release was sent to your previous London address.
And no one thought to follow that up?
Yeah, that's an error. Someone should have. I can only apologise.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It's not like he emotionally or sexually abused me, was violent, or stubbed out cigarettes on my arm. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's upsetting. I understand that.
It's disgraceful.
What is it exactly that you guys do day to day? Because a teenage girl is missing, but let's be real, she's dead. A convicted sex offender is now as free as a bird and has been sniffing around the area, but you don't think those things are connected?
I'll be talking to Mr. Curtis.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think?
Nathan hasn't attempted to make contact or threaten you in any way, has he?
He hasn't come near me, but clearly Lauren hasn't been as lucky.
We have no evidence to suggest that Nathan had anything to do...
You were happy enough to make a stab in the dark with Roy and Daniel, but when the killer is staring you directly in the face, you don't want to do anything.
The investigation is ongoing.
Well, steer it towards that monster, then.
Thanks for coming to see me, Bethany.
You are going to arrest him, though, yeah?
Well, an officer will pay Mr. Curtis a visit, but we can't just go around arresting anybody without evidence.
It's your job to find evidence. Come on.
You have some information?
Have you spoken to Nathan yet?
No. Why?
Well, you're going to want to see this first. It's his phone.
And how did you come by it?
I borrowed it.
This doesn't look good, but what's important is what's on the phone.
I know this must be difficult, especially for you, Bethany, but Nathan served his time. He's been released on licence.
He's a liar. We've seen him near Lauren's flat, and she is exactly his type. Young, blonde, vulnerable. Do you really think that a few years in prison has changed who he is?
I'm sorry, but we have no proof that Nathan even knew Lauren.
Yes, we do. He subscribed to her Ovid's account. All the proof that you need is on that phone.
I've just spoken to Nathan.
Already?
Yeah. He was waiting in reception. After Bethany confronted him at work, he wanted to clear his name, so he came in voluntarily.
Has he got an alibi?
Yes, and it checks out.
I bet it was a girl, wasn't it? I bet he got her to lie for him because that's what he does. Did you ask him about his Ovid's account?
He's assured us that he's never made direct contact with anyone on the site. He just subscribes to the pages he likes, and Lauren's page happened to be one of them.
So you just let him go?
He's cooperating. We have no reason to arrest him.
Well, then you need to follow him. He could have his next victim holed up somewhere. He'll be passing her around to his mates.
Bethany, if I thought that were true, I would be the first person to break down his door.
It can't just be a coincidence that he's back.
It is. And I'm just so sorry he's been allowed to return to Weatherfield.
It's outrageous. You can see how traumatised she is.
I know. But he is not to come within 250 metres. You must let us know if he approaches you for any reason.
Can we just go now, please?
Bethany, you need to stay away from him too. We know what that man's capable of.
Right, enough of that. What do you want, love?
I won't say no to a veggie pie, please.
I'll just stick one on for you. Won't be too tickled.
Hey, actually, I was hoping to see you both together. I've just come from a meeting with the CPS, and there might be some new evidence that could help Roy.
What sort of evidence?
Well, look, you didn't hear this from me. I've been banging on at the police about getting Lauren's messages, you know, from the app she was using. At first, the company were refusing, but after all the pressure of the reconstruction, they finally caved in.
So what was on these messages?
Yeah. I can't say any more.
Oh, come on, Dee Dee. You know how down Roy is. Anything to just give him a bit of light.
I am no use to him if I'm struck off, am I? But I will know more later. Hey, this could be the breakthrough we've all been looking for.
Well, I hope so. Really do. What if it isn't? I know, I just can't bear to think of him in there on his own anymore.
He knows we're all out here fighting for him.
Hey, have you heard from Dee Dee about Lauren's messages?
Not yet.
Why does everything take forever?
Meanwhile, Roy's banged up. Wonder what he's doing now.
Having his tea, probably.
Yeah, prison slop. I bet he's pining for his Father Day.
Well, when we get him out, he can fill his boots, can't he? Come on, let's keep the faith.
Hey, just give us a sec. Think I've got a case, Dee Dee?
Sorry?
If you're gonna go through private documents, at least put them back exactly as you found them.
Look, I'm not apologising. I had to read those transcripts.
Bethany, those transcripts were marked private and confidential.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I barely even got a glance.
Pleased? I'm ecstatic. You know you had no business being in there.
Look, I know Nathan's voice. I know his way of phrasing things, how he likes to lure in his victims. Yesterday, I went through Nathan's phone. It's like he sticks to a script.
Okay, well, you were desperate, I get it.
Well, unfortunately, the law of the land states differently.
Hang on, Bethany's got a point. Roy and Nathan couldn't be more different.
I know that, which is why I've put in a call with an expert in the field. Okay, she can get us a forensic analysis of the texts.
Oh, right. Well, have you told her that Roy would never misspell the word discreet? And neither would Daniel, but I know he's just collateral damage for you lot.
I trained for 6 years for this job. I would hope I know the ropes.
You do know the ropes, okay? But we know Roy and she knows Nathan.
Roy would never spell discreet like that.
Could be a simple spelling mistake.
Roy doesn't make spelling mistakes.
All right, a typo then. Does he walk on water?
The man is meticulous. Okay, read all his texts. 1 typo, 0 spelling mistakes.
Okay, that's a high bar, but it doesn't prove anything.
It's not Roy's handiwork.
You're clutching at straws, Dee Dee. Basing his innocence on some typos, you know that's a reach.
Unfortunately, it's all I've got. Okay, that and the utter belief that he's innocent. I mean, more than belief, knowledge.
Look, he's on quite some pedestal, but you know better than most. Anyone is capable of anything.
There's colons, semicolons, he misses nothing. I mean, this at least has to give you pause.
I can see where you're coming from. But in terms of hard and fast proof, this just doesn't cut the mustard.
Okay, well, I'm going to get an expert to go through them all.
I'd be interested to see what they say.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to hear back from a woman in London. I mean, she comes highly recommended. The Met use her all the time.
Okay, keep me posted.
You'll be the first to know.
The thing is, with you coppers, you don't care why somebody's had a drink. You're not bothered what sorrows we're drowning. No, you just cuff us and stick us in cages like animals.
Save your sob stories.
What's this?
Drunk and disorderly.
Dear Swain, we go way back, don't we?
Not really.
Look, I've had a drink. I'll hold my hands up, but disorderly, I am not.
Good to know.
See, I've been looking for someone, and today I found out that I'll never find him because he's passed away. He's passed away, and I'll never get to know him.
Looks like she needs to go home and sleep it off. She shouldn't be in here.
Bang on!
Maybe you were running the show at your last station and did what you liked, but when I put someone on a case, I expect them to stay focused on said case, not get distracted.
She was shouting abuse at me.
And did you feel under threat? So send her home and do your job.
I am doing that.
I'd appreciate it if you did as you were asked.
Yeah, PC plod, do your job proper.
So, you think that I'm the only one round here who wants that rapist out of the way?
I know you've threatened Mr. Curtis previously.
I had a word with him.
Is that all?
Pretty much.
I'm well aware that Nathan Curtis isn't the most popular person, so if we could rule you out as his attacker, then that would be great. So I'll ask again. Where were you at around 2 p.m?
Walking.
With?
Me, myself, and I.
That's unfortunate.
I like my own company.
Mr. Osborne, I'm feeling some hostility from you here, and I don't really know why.
It's barely 5 minutes since you hauled me in about Lauren. Now you think I've attacked Nathan too. What is it about me that screams thug to you?
don't know. Maybe the fact that my colleague walked in on you shoving Mr. Windass and looking like you were about to stove someone's head in.
Yeah, well, that was... misunderstanding.
Was it? Or do you have difficulty controlling your temper? So just tell me the truth, Daniel. Did you attack Nathan Curtis?
That is my email signature done, but if you see anything else with Barlow on, will you just let me know?
I'll make it my top priority.
Well, obviously you'll see Barlow on because it's your name, but I mean if you see Sarah Barlow.
Get it, Sarah.
Yeah, Platt. Sarah Platt.
I get it, Sarah Platt.
Hiya.
You all right?
Hey, sorry, Si, I'm up to my eyeballs.
Oh, it's all right. Can I talk to you later?
No, I'm worried. What?
No, it's fine.
What, Si?
Right, it's nothing to worry about, but my dad's offered me a job on his yacht, and it's for definite this time, he promised me.
Oh, Si, that's amazing. Come here. That's amazing, it really is.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations. Shall we meet up later then for a brew and a cake and you can fill me in on all the juicy details?
Yeah, sounds great. I'll see you in a bit.
In a bit. That's amazing. So happy for him. I mean, I'm happy for both of them, you know.
Yeah, of course. There you go.
What's that?
It's a brew.
You always moan when I ask you to make me one.
Oh, just drink it while it's warm.
This is a pity brew.
What?
That's a pity brew. You feel sorry for me?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, about Peter and Simon.
Right, okay, fine. Maybe I do, a little bit.
Well, don't feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for me.
Okay.
Good. Glad we cleared that.
Yes, good. Oh, Carla, are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's good for him. I want him to be happy.
But?
No, there's no buts when it comes to that. All right, maybe there's a tiny but.
Okay, right, I'm here for it. Big or small, go on.
It's just maybe in the back of my head, I thought, if Peter ever was to come home, you know, it'd probably be for Simon. And if Simon's with him...
He's not coming home, is he?
Yes, all right, Sarah, just drop it to me nice.
Yeah, no.
Easy.
I didn't mean it like that. What? Is that what you want? Do you actually want to get back with Peter again?
No. No. It was the right decision that we made. You know, we buried all that on Boxing Day, along with the decks and the die yard. It's just... It's not that. I miss him. I miss him. Hi.
Hi.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it?
It's not for me. Well, it is, but also for Bethany.
Bethany?
Yes, and no, it's not my weapon of choice, if that's what you're thinking.
Just quite an unusual collaboration, isn't it, you and Bethany?
Yes. Yes, it is. But, there have been stranger ones, you know. Sting and Shaggy. Taylor and Zane.
I get the gist.
Truth is, I heard that Bethany could do with someone checking in on her, given she's had a rough ride lately.
Oh. Well, that's good of you.
Despite what you might think, sometimes I shed my mean girl act and melt my icy heart. Don't go telling anyone.
No, I can't promise to do that. Is anyone serving?
Jenny's changing a barrel.
What, she's left the place unattended?
Looks that way. No staff, you see.
Hiya, Nina, love. Is it okay if we leave a couple of these in here?
What's it for?
A car wash fundraiser for Little Big Shots.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Ta, love. No. You gotta be more on the front foot than that. Goodness sake, use the kid. You are. Show her your strapped for cash smile. Go on. That'll do now. Go over those two and just sign them up, or you are no great-grandchild of mine. Watch and learn.
Hiya.
Oh, hi. What's this then? Oh, I see. All right, well, I'll have a wash and polish, please. I'll pay you after.
Well, I don't actually have a car, and I'm gonna go live on a yacht with my dad, so...
Oh.
But I do have friends that have cars, so I can always take a picture of it and send it to them if you like.
All right, thanks.
Or you could just make a donation instead.
Right, okay. Here you go.
So very much.
Chip off the old block. That's my good girl.
No words.
Where are we going next then? Bistro?
Oh, yeah.
Why do I feel like I've just been scammed?
Because you have. By a 13-year-old.
Well, I think the 70-something-year-old has something to do with it as well.
I think so, too. Come on, then. Show us this lovely yacht you're going to live on.
Right, okay. There we are.
Oh, wow. Sigh.
You gotta look at the sunset on this as well.
Oh, my word. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep. Show me that picture again. Si, show me. Who's that then? Your dad's got his arms round. So can any of you spoken to Simon, Ken?
Yes, he came round earlier. He told me he was joining Peter.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, a whole new start for him.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, he's had a tough couple of years, hasn't he? He's not really found his feet, but this, something different, completely different, would be brilliant for him, I think.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah. I was just wondering whether Peter was in the right headspace to look after him.
Well, I gather he's in a good place.
He's good. That's good. Good. I hear he's seeing somebody else.
Did Simon tell you?
Well, no, I actually...
Daniel?
Daniel.
Or Adam?
Pardon? No. No, nobody told me. I saw a photo. What, you all knew?
Well, we weren't quite sure how to tell you.
Well, why not? I mean, me and Peter were over, weren't we? So it's fine. I'm fine. I mean, I'm changing my name back to Connor, so...
Oh, I don't think it's serious.
It doesn't matter. I'm fine with it.
Really?
Yes. Just a bit of a shock. A bit quick, that's all. But, you know, this is Peter we're talking about, and well, you know.
Indeed.
So, anyway, my feelings, not the point, totally. It's just, I cared whether he was in the right headspace to look after Si, that's all.
Well, I understand your concern, but I do believe he is.
Good. That's all I care about.
Oh, can I get you a cup of tea?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Hey. Grandad said you've been round. I'm sorry we didn't tell you about my dad. We weren't sure how you'd react.
That's fine. I was a little bit hurt, but, you know, one of us had to move on first, and it was a good job that it's your dad, because, let's face it, he's not very good at being on his own, is he?
Hey, you're right about that. I hope you find someone too.
Oh, I'm not bothered about that. Quite enjoying being on my own, actually. There is one little man I'm going to miss being in my life very much.
Yeah, I'll miss you too. Better make the most of the next 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah. Daisy?
Yeah.
I've been thinking, I don't suppose you want your old job back, do you, at the Rovers?
Really?
Well, things change. Life's too short to be angry.
Well, yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I'll start whenever you want. Except now, because I'm having a sesh with Bethany.
You and Bethany?
Yeah. Yeah. Life's too short to be angry.
Oh, my goodness, you okay?
Did you burn you?
Oh, no. It's just it's on my shoes and they needed cleaning anyway.
I'm so sorry.
It was my coffee.
Oh, okay, you're another one. Can I get you anything, Sarah?
I'm fine. I'm gonna squelch home.
Sorry.
Meters.
We'll keep you informed.
And he did it like it was nothing. He smiled at me. They've arrested Nathan.
You what?
He's been arrested and apparently his van's been taken in by forensics.
What, he's been arrested because he's violated his licence or something to do with Lauren?
I don't know, Craig wouldn't say, but if it's forensics, it'll be to do with Lauren, won't it?
Well, you'd think so, yeah. I'll ring TG.
Well, did Craig ring you or what?
No, Daniel saw them carting Nathan away.
Voicemail.
She must be with Roy.
Well, maybe she knows already. Maybe she's breaking the news. Hi, Dee Dee. It's Carla Connor. Can you call me back at ASAP, please? We think Roy might be getting out.
Oh my goodness, you okay?
You been?
Oh no, it's just my shoes. And we need to clean anyway.
So sorry.
It was my coffee.
Get you another one. Can I get you anything, Sarah?
It's fine. I've just.
Sorry.
Oh, less than that, more than that.
Hello? Good morning to you too, Roy.
How's Roy?
What? Oh, you know, it's half term at the minute.
How come you didn't call earlier?
You washing clothes like that?
Marketing. Hope wanted me involved, but I think this is more my skill set.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I'm not a big fan of wet feet.
No.
What's that?
What? Oh, that. Police pass.
You do know it's illegal to impersonate a police officer?
So it's DS Swain's. What we found at the precinct, I was going to go to the police station and give it back, so...
Oh, you don't have to go to the police station for that. The car's just there.
Huh. Cheers. Where are you? Doesn't sound like you're at home with eyes in.
No, I'm looking for a bed sit.
We've talked about this. You'll like the new house I found. It's nearer my work. I can get home earlier, spend more time with you.
Why you ever listen? You'd be too busy feeling that skip that's shown up.
I will listen, but you have to as well.
I bet you wish you could throw me in it.
Oh, don't be so... I know why you're doing this. You... Hello?
Green. We're a bit short-handed back there. I need you to go through some phone data.
You call me old-fashioned, Sarge, but I prefer boots on the streets. Got my eyes on a couple of released sex offenders in the timeline of Lauren Bolton's disappearance.
Right, well, I admire your ambition, Kit, but this investigation's been going on a long time. So maybe review all the paperwork again first, so you don't double up on what we've already done. Attention to detail.
Hi.
Hi.
Yours, I presume. Bobby found it at the precinct.
Attention to detail.
I've been looking for that. Saved me a ton of paperwork.
Actually, it was really good to see you still showing up there, you know. The Lauren Bolton case, I presume. Any news?
Yeah, we're continuing our investigations.
So you're still looking for other suspects?
Other suspects? Not the other suspect. Is your nephew having doubts about what he told us?
No, why?
Well, if you believe Bobby's account, surely you would think there was one other suspect, singular? The man he says he saw?
Yes, that's what I meant. Obviously, are you still looking for him? I mean, are you getting on with it? Why are you avoiding the question?
This is a door pass you bought me, not an access all information pass.
Listen, the only information I want to hear is that you realise you've messed up and are releasing Roy.
It is not messing up to lock up someone who is accused of a very serious crime, who has a litany of evidence against him and goes around assaulting people while on bail. It's my job.
Are you sure you're focused on it at the moment?
Meaning?
Well, I mean, we all have the pressures of life around us, don't we? And sometimes we're just not up to it.
If you have a complaint about my work, there's a procedure. Feel free. Or is this just some kind of distraction technique?
What do you mean, distraction?
From the fact you've just undermined your own nephew's statement.
Sorry, have I hit a nerve? You know what? Wish I'd given that ID to the front desk now.
Sure that counts as breach.
Showing you up for negligence.
We'll keep you informed.
He did it like it was nothing. He smiled at me.
Right, if you just let me speak.
Craig, you need to go out there and arrest him now.
Dee Dee told me this morning.
What does it mean, though? Roy's getting listed.
We'll get a hearing, then they'll set a trial date, and then they'll find him guilty. They don't care who goes down for it as long as someone does. You really need to make up with Roy. And that's another thing, whatever you fell out over, it's not as important as this.
Looks like you were tailed.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
What's happened? Is Roy all right?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I came for a word with Carla. It's a couple of things, so I thought I'd speak to you face to face.
Right?
Lauren's case is going to be listed for trial.
So he's got a hearing and then a date, right?
You know, I also wanted to apologise. I was harsh, it was unnecessary, so I'm sorry. If we have any developments, I'll make sure you and Nina hear about them.
Thank you.
And if I speak to Roy, I'll strongly suggest he accepts your support.
Thanks. He'll need it.
Things not good between you and Roy.
But he's just sensitive, that's all, and he needs to do things in his own time.
One sec.
What are you doing? Huh? You may as well have said, oh, don't go talk to Roy. He might tell you something, officer.
You know what, Bobby? I'm getting so sick and tired of your lip.
Please, just wait until I get home.
Well, I've emptied the big case from under the stairs into the skip.
You've done what?
It's a clear out.
I can't hear you.
It's a clear out.
Why can't you just for once in your life think of someone other than yourself?
Here. It's okay, just breathe. You know, my ex used to be a cabbie. When the meter was off, he was just playing on Peter. Do you ever actually get those meter off moments, those chats? It's Lisa, right?
The work, it just never stops. I knew it'd be a bad day when I realised I'd lost my pass. I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional.
No, it's not. It's all right. I heard you anyway. You were parked around the corner before, earlier on, and kind of heard you on the phone talking to, I'm guessing, your daughter. Not that it's any of my business.
She's having a hard time.
I wasn't eavesdropping, but I couldn't help hearing you. You're moving out of the house, right?
She wants to stay put. Thinks things will somehow magically feel better, but they won't. It's time to move out. Move on. She's so full of rage, just an expert at finding ways to hurt me, but we can't stay there. She knows that.
Why not? Because of the dad? Because of you getting a divorce?
Assumptions send you on the wrong paths. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's not divorce. It's bereavement.
Oh, gosh, sorry.
And she wasn't her father. Becky was her other mother.
Oh. How long?
2 years, 6 months. Oh, she's so like Becky. I just know that Becky would manage her better.
I'm sure that's not true.
You know, sometimes I get this overwhelming urge to I don't know, just ask. 5 o'clock this morning, I found myself typing a text to her first. Bex, how do I do this without you?
I'm sure she'd say you're doing your best.
Oh. I put her clothes in a case under the stairs, just getting my head around taking them to the charity shop, and now they're in a skip.
She didn't. That's cruel.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. She's getting drunk, wagging school, no revision whatsoever.
Teenager, then?
Oh, right. Yeah, she'd like you. And your factory. It actually ties in with this course that she's applying for.
Oh, what course?
It's a design fashion thing. I need to get back to work.
But I did lose someone that I loved very, very, very much once. Liam. And the time thing, I'm afraid, you never get over it. It's just, you kind of learn to live around it. Eventually. I'm really sorry for what you're going through.
Thanks. Listen, doesn't affect my job.
I know that. That was my bad. I shouldn't have said that.
She'll stop giving me a hard time.
No. Not while Roy's behind bars.
Why are you so twitchy over what you and him fell out about?
I'm not twitchy. Like I said, he's very sensitive, and I assume I just said the wrong thing.
Perhaps you could tell me why I am here.
Okay, I'll be more specific. I'd like to know what you and Carla really fell out over. Was it, for example, to do with a statement her nephew Bobby gave us regarding a man he claims he saw in Lauren's flat? I'd like the truth this time, Roy.
You said this was Bobby you after.
Is he here?
Well, what's this about?
Do you want to hazard a guess?
No, I'd rather you tell me because I'm not very good at assumptions.
Okay, though I think you know. I believe Bobby made a false statement to us.
What? No, he didn't. He's a good kid.
I could arrest you too.
What for?
Encouraging him to make a false statement.
Then what's stopping you?
Not lost your pass again, officer.
Robert Crawford, I'm arresting you on suspicion of perverting the course of justice. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence.
All I wanted was to help the police with their inquiries, and this is what I get.
I need to remind you that you are under caution. On the 15th of April, you gave a statement claiming you saw a man in Lauren's flat. The next day, you gave a further description referring to a black jacket. Were these statements false?
No comment. And just so you know, I'm not going no comment because of guilt, but because I shouldn't even be here.
I thought you wanted to help us with our inquiries.
No comment.
Carla.
Yeah.
Bobby's been released under investigation. He'll be out soon.
Okay. Is it my turn then?
For what?
Arrest.
Because Roy informed us that you made Bobby lie.
Roy said that?
Would it be true?
What's Bobby said?
You're being very careful, Carla. Must be tiring. I'll tell you what I think, shall I? I think Bobby made up a story about a man in a flat, then came home and told you what he'd done. You were furious, but what could you do? He'd already lied to the police. Plus, at least it means we'll be looking for someone other than Roy, so you just let things take the course. How am I doing?
Oh, Bobby did see somebody come out of Lauren's flat. And that means somebody else out there has done something unspeakable. But you don't want to think about that because that gets in the way of Roy getting convicted, doesn't it? And this is a high-profile case. Probably gets your stats up. Might even get a little shiny medal for it, eh? How am I doing?
We argued. Me and Bex. The last conversation we ever had. We argued about work. She was Bobby, but studying to be a detective. And we were talking through a case of mine, and she was telling me how I'd overlooked something. And I was on my high horse explaining how she was wrong. She said I was patronising her. And then off she went to work.
She died on duty.
I never did get a chance to tell her she was right about the case. Because my pride got in the way.
Look, I'm sorry, I really am. I am.
I have no interest whatsoever in statistics or medals. I want to make the world safer for my daughter and Honor Bex. And the fact that you and others have said from the off that we have the wrong man
means I keep that possibility in mind. Even though all the evidence tells me you're wrong, I will keep investigating. But Carla, being lied to, being given false information, it just makes my job so much harder.
Then you ought to be out there looking for somebody. Because I don't think you are. Not hard enough.
Lauren was only a couple of years older than my own daughter. I want to know what happened to her. And I want someone to pay for it.
What a royal do.
You don't have to trust me. You don't even have to like me. I really don't care. Just take Bobby home and tell him lying to us, just giving us false information, it just spreads our resources even thinner. It helps no one. Least of all Roy.
Hello?
I think you should tell the police the truth.
You want me in prison?
Just tell them that you did it for Lauren and you know it was stupid.
Have you been drinking?
No, I want Roy free, Bobby.
Well, of course you do, even though he's just grassed you up.
No, he's not. He's just told the truth. So much wishes he had done ages ago. Listen, he wants me out of his life and he's made that very clear, and I have to live with that now.
We were only trying to get him out.
Yes, and we did it in a way that's made him hate me. This is a man that's got me through the worst times in my life. Bobby, look, I've said it before, we all need to be a bit more Roy, okay? Stop telling lies. Stop sending the police on wild goose chases. Just tell the truth.
Since when did you start trusting them?
Well, something's got to happen before Roy goes back to court.
They've arrested Nathan.
You what?
Okay, I'll be more specific. I'd like to know what you and Carla fell out over. Was it, for example, to do with the statement her nephew Bobby gave us regarding a man he claims he saw in Lauren's flat? I'd like the truth this time, Roy. If they've lied, they're no friends of yours. That kind of thing won't look good for you.
I'm unconcerned with how things look.
I would be if I were you.
Do you believe in our justice system?
That's a bit deep for a bank holiday Monday.
I thought I did. And I've been questioning myself recently, for obvious reasons. And the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized that I've no reason to believe in it. I don't believe in God or any kind of natural justice. There is no universal moral code that will ensure righteousness. So, what is it that's keeping the judiciary from descending into anarchy? And I have come to realize it's up to the individual. If any single one of us abuses the system, it risks falling apart. If I want justice to work, I must play my part.
And what does that mean?
Bobby didn't see another man. He was trying to help me. Carla went along with the lie.
Details? Now.
That's all I know.
Interview terminated at 11:09. Trust me, you won't regret being honest.
Sometimes the truth can have unfortunate consequences.
You're on remand for murder. You should be delighted that we're not adding perverting the course of justice on top. We'll speak soon, no doubt.
Detective Sergeant Swain.
Yes?
What will you do with the information I've given you?
My job.
So many people's lives have been ruined by this situation. I implore you, please think very hard before adding to the tally.
The law applies to everyone equally, Mr. Cropper.
And perhaps I truly have lost my...
Hey. Hey, what's going on? What's the smell?
It's called an arrest.
Both of you?
No, just Bobby.
Are you being arrested, Bobby?
No comment.
Now that works, mate.
Bobby, what's going on?
Bobby!
Dee Dee. He's been arrested for perverting the course of justice, all right? Bobby, I'll meet you at the police station.
What have you done?
I'll ask the questions, thank you.
Carla! Carla! Please tell me this is not about his witness statement.
Sorry, look, I've got to go. Hi, Dee Dee. It's Carla Connor. Can you call me back at ASAP, please? We think Roy might be getting out.
So what do we do now, then? Well, we just wait, I suppose.
Anyway, just give me a call back. Bye. We've been trying to get hold of you.
Was that about Roy?
No, it was Joel. So they've released you?
I mean, yeah, obviously. Anyway, that's beside the point. You're going to tell her?
Nathan's been arrested.
In connection with Lauren?
Well, we think so, but did you not know?
You'd better get onto the Batman of Alcatraz.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This could be exactly what Roy needs. Leave it with me, yeah?
Dee Dee, about earlier, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Let us know, yeah?
Why has he not phoned back? Do you think we should call the prison again?
Well, we could try. Don't know how cooperative they'll be.
Cooperative, beyond cooperative, if you ask me. They've hardly got the staff to deliver messages from home to prisoners. I mean, they've barely got the resources to stop them killing each other.
Yeah, and surely if something happened, the prison would just ring us straight away.
Exactly. So, don't lose your grip.
I wasn't losing my grip.
Really? Well, you have brought me a black coffee and a slice of Victoria sponge when I asked for a milky tea and a pikelet.
Don't worry, he'll phone when he can, and when he does, who knows, you might have even better news to tell him.
Oh, so this is what took you so long? I'm supposed to be on a job. You're out buying posh coffees.
I think your days in the building trade are over, mate.
Those USB sticks weren't mine.
We'll get to all that in due course.
We'd like to ask you some questions about Lauren Bolton first. Should we start? So do you often talk to girls on OVIDs?
No comment.
Your alibi for the day that Lauren went missing says you asked her out in private chat.
She's lying.
Well, she does have phone.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, did we forget to say? She withdrew her alibi today. Seems she's not prepared to lie for you after all. So I'll ask you again. Did you meet Lauren online?
No comment.
Nathan, we know Lauren was exactly the kind of girl you go for. Pretty, petite, just about old enough to vote. Those USB drives are full of girls like her.
Window shopping's not a crime.
It is when they're underage.
I'll tell you what I think happened. I think you met Lauren on the internet. You showered her with gifts, made her believe that she was special.
No comment.
But what you probably didn't know was that Lauren had been controlled by men her whole life. Bullied, intimidated, abused. I imagine she realised pretty quickly what kind of a man you really were and stood up to you.
No.
What happened that day, Nathan? Did she try to leave you? Did she threaten to tell her friends about you? I bet you tried to charm your way out of it first.
But Lauren's headstrong. So you roughed her up a bit. And when she continued to defy you, you beat her over the head with a chair leg to silence her for good.
I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. You're scaring me. Get out!
If the OVID account is the only thing you have connecting my client to Lauren Bolton, you've not got enough to charge him. And this line of colourful questioning, it's just a fishing expedition.
Then I suggest we take a break. Interview paused at 16:19.
If you're heading out for more coffees, I'll have a latte.
I've interviewed hundreds of men like you. Cocky, obstructive, without shame or remorse for the way they treat women. I know what you are. And I will get to the truth. Want sugar with that?
Interview recommenced at 16:37. Same persons present and the suspect remains under caution. Nathan Curtis, I give you special warning that DNA belonging to Lauren Bolton was found in your van. If you fail or refuse to answer or provide a satisfactory explanation as to how it got there, a court or jury may infer guilt from it. So, do you still maintain you didn't know her?
I don't know how it got there. I swear.
I think you can take it from here, DC Green. Good work.
Nathan Curtis, in consultation with the CPS, we have been advised to charge you with the murder of Lauren Bolton. Take him to the custody desk.
Well, this is a setup. Somebody planted that hair.
Interview terminated at 16:38.
This is Sarah Platt. I caught her snooping around my van. You were there. Come on, mate. Come on, sort it out.
Is that true?
Oh, she wasn't snooping. She was having a go at him. I saw her arrive on the scene. She went straight for him. There's no way she had time to plan anything.
And you didn't think to report it?
Well, I tried calling you. I left you messages. Check your call log.
He did.
Then I'm satisfied his allegations are the cries of a desperate man.
They've charged Nathan with murder.
Does that mean Roy can be released?
I'm on to the CPS about serving a discontinuance notice, but essentially, yeah.
I don't believe.
I told you it'd be all right.
He's coming home. Hello? Hello?
Nina?
Right, is that you? Can you hear me?
Nina.
Is it him? What's going on? Roy, are you there? Roy,
I'm sorry.
listen.
I love you.
Nathan's been charged with Lauren's murder. You're getting out.
Roy?
What's going on?
Roy, can you hear us?
Roy!
Shut up, you. Get out of here. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Get him out of here. Get him out. Okay. Nina. Come on, keep over here.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Closed.
Well, the sign on the door's a bit of a clue.
I didn't think sarcasm was in your skill set.
Well, perhaps I need to develop my skill set. It's not been serving me too well recently. I'm giving the kitchen deep clean, hence why we're closed.
I can see that. Well, maybe once you finish your deep clean, you want to do something with me? I mean, my treat. Hello? Oh. Right. Can I have a word?
Yeah, Carla's just leaving.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
I'm not trying to insinuate that people haven't been doing their jobs properly while I've been away. But there is a difference between cleaning up and giving somewhere a thorough clean.
Okay, well, I won't keep you for long.
Not just surfaces where the dirt can be seen, but where it can't be seen.
Well, when you finished here, if you won't mind popping round to mine, I've got a teenager who leaves food festering under her bed. Can you sit down for a moment so we can talk?
Corners. Hard to reach places, everywhere.
Please, Roy. Okay. First things first. All the charges against you have been dropped. That includes the one brought by the woman who pretended to be Lauren's mum. As for Griff Reynolds, we're happy to proceed with the case against him if you're willing to make a statement.
I prefer not to.
But it doesn't have to be today.
I'd sooner put the whole incident behind me.
Are you sure? Have you spoken to anyone? You've been through quite an ordeal. It might be an idea to talk to somebody, a counsellor or a friend, perhaps.
I'm sure Carla would be willing to listen if you could see your way to forgiving her.
Is this part of an initiative to show a softer side to the police?
No, I'm just saying that this has been tough on Carla as well. Not that I approve of her methods one bit, but everything she did it because she wanted to get you out of prison. If I had a friend like that, I wouldn't be chasing her away.
What's the point in knocking if you're just going to walk straight in? I mean, surely it's knock, then wait. Why? What are you up to? Oh, what are they saying in the paper? Beth, I've not got time to sit here and gossip, all right? What did you want?
Oh, Steve McQueen's here to see you.
Eh?
The Great Escape?
Thank you. I want to apologise for being a little brusque this morning.
It's fine. What did Swain want anyway? But she's nice as pie to you now, isn't she? You should sue them all.
Well, I don't blame the police for my arrest. Didn't occur to me at the time, but it really should have done.
Sorry, what didn't occur to you?
How my peculiarities might be misinterpreted.
Don't say that.
I am aware that I do come across to some people as being a bit peculiar.
You did nothing wrong, Roy. Nothing. That's why they let you out. Albeit 6 weeks too late, but at least you're here now, safe. So you've still not told me what did Swain want?
Oh, she was inquiring as to whether I'd like to make a statement against Griff Reynolds.
Oh, and?
Oh, I'd really rather put it behind me. And she also reminded me that you only ever had my best interests at heart.
I still do.
I know.
Does that mean I'm forgiven? Hi. Oh. Hiya. Listen, I just wanted to, to thank you for whatever you said to Roy.
You patched things up?
We did.
That's good.
It is. Any news?
Bobby?
Don't leave town, right?
No, I'm glad you came in, actually. We don't see a need to take things any further.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Listen, Lisa, if your daughter did want some work experience at the factory, then I kind of know be on it, so.
Yeah? What's she like?
Oh, she's a complete nightmare. But I reckon I can get her on side, so. Okay.
Don't leave town. It's not really a thing.
It's just something to say in the cop shelves.